Today's topic, what the hell do we actually choose when it comes to a lot of things in life? In life, we have a lot of things to choose. There is no things that are better to be chosen as something that is true or false. We have to pick whether something is true or false, whether that thing is 1 and 0, or whether that thing is positive or negative, or whether that one is a thing that should be sacrificed or a thing that shouldn't be sacrificed. We took a lot of sacrifices in life because of the things that we need to choose. And the thing that I want to sacrifice as of now is my time to do YouTube. If you noticed, I haven't posted a lot on my YouTube channel, and the main reason is the fact that I'm just way too busy on my university, so I sacrifice my time to be able to dedicate my time to pursue YouTube. I dedicate most of that time to watching YouTube shorts and watching other stuff that are relevant to YouTube, but actually sacrificing that time to not even posting a single video on the main YouTube channel. So my question is, what is more necessary in life? Because we have a lot of priorities, and these priorities are something that we can't really decide because we want to do every single thing. But what do we need to focus more on is something that is very blurry, because let's give you a hypothetical situation. You have a weekly planner. You plan out every single thing, every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each of those days, you have something to do, and each of the tasks that are assigned by you, all of them have some moderate difficulty, or might I say, in terms of how hard the task is to be done. You have leveled them, you have understood the task at hand can be important. Maybe those tasks are like the deadline of the task, that's why you put the task at that certain date. But the most important question is, how do you actually divide these tasks into something that is contingent or at least understandable? Because you have to understand which of these tasks should be done now. Well, you say, oh, currently it's Sunday and I have to submit this on Monday, and the task at hand is on Monday. But the task that was assigned in Friday is actually very easy to be done, so should I do that first? So this is a big question to ask, because should you do the tasks that are very easy to be done, or should you do the tasks that are very hard to be done first? Because it's not really clear on what's hard and what's not. Now, I'm not talking about what type of hardness it is. I'm talking about the task at hand being something that's difficult to be done. Like, let's say, if the task is like cleaning your room, is that an easy task? Well, it is. Or is the task studying, one syllabus in one day? Is that an easy task? Yes, it is. But compare that to the task of, cleaning your room. You have to understand the intricacies, or what the hell am I saying? You have to understand the task at hand. Like, for example, the task of cleaning your room. First of all, you have to observe your room, see all of the spots that are not clean, see every single spot, because if you don't, then you'll miss one poop, at the corner, so that will be bothering you for a while. And lastly, it's the fact that a clean room provides mental clarity, because with this in mind, uh, which where not the task, but where the stuff that you put are. So your mind is like a clean library. You have access to any tools that are existing in the library. So it's not a mess. Like, your brain is fixed. There's no need for you to, you know, make it a mess. Because imagine a situation where the library is full of books, but the books are everywhere. And they're on the floor, like they're on the wall, like they're not organized. Books are supposed to be on the shelves, right? But in this case, we're looking at a world where the books are at the floors, are at the walls, are on the shelves, but at the top of the shelves, the toppest of the shelves. You get what I mean? It's not organized. It's not organized in categories. It's not organized in such a way that it makes your brain understand how to, you know, get the books. So it provides you no mental clarity if you don't have a library that is organized in the first place. So that's a good thing about organizing your room. But let's talk about why needing to sacrifice is such an important thing in life. And I believe, like in terms of Schrodinger's cat, a cat cannot exist and die at the same time, because that's paradoxical. Like in the Schrodinger's cat, it's this idea of, like, you observe the cat to be either alive or dead, but that's a hypothetical situation in which that, you can observe again and see the moment when that cat was supposed to be alive or dead. The moment is that you can't observe it. And this poses the question of how? How, why, what is this choice in life? In how do we pick between a cat being alive or dead? Is it a morality issue? Is it like a choice? Because if I ask someone about this, I'll just pick, okay, cat alive, good. Based on my knowledge, a cat being alive, that's good. A cat dying, bad. Because, you kill alive that's supposed to be preserved. Unless you have this weird psychotic mind where you just believe that everything just has to die, so you just pick dying instead. So it's like asking the wrong question, but it's an important question to ask, because we need to make it obvious in our life on what we are dedicated in knowing to choose. So this assumption that we don't have choices in life is hypothetically weird, and I do believe that in life we just have to choose no matter what. You have to choose whether you don't know about certain things. You have to choose between, yes, I know. There's knowledge as well as there is ignorance, right? I believe I'm ignorant on many different cases in my life. In terms of knowledge, I don't know if I can explain to you a lot of the universe's laws, especially if you're an atheist and I'm a Muslim. So, me trying to formulate sentences that connects to the atheist mind, it's like trying to be in a different world where I'm supposed to be an atheist, but in this world I'm a Muslim, so I have to be careful about that. So, again, like it's like the Schrodinger's Muslim. You can't be a Muslim and atheist at the same time, so you have to pick and choose. I picked being a Muslim. That's the thing that I chose from the day I was born and the day I was dead. The day I was dead. I'm not dead yet, but yeah, I just believe that in life we have to choose no matter what. And whether these choices may lead to the downfall of our lives or may lead to the success of our lives is something that is very subjective. The way that we see our life is how we shape our surroundings. So, if people look at you and they just believe that you have been wronged, you have been, I don't know, like in a way you're just not doing great financially, is one of the ways that people looked at you. They see you struggling, like they see you don't have money, so they will assume that you're just poor, right? And then they will equate that to not being successful in life. But that's the wrong kind of mindset, because the way that you understand whether someone is successful or not is through understanding, right? Understand whether that person is poor in terms of knowledge, in terms of whatever. But this one is more on the financial issue. So I guess in semantics terms, he is losing or not successful. But I would argue that, like, if you look at someone who is poor, right, and they don't have money, but they can still sustain themselves, like they're still alive, they can still feed themselves. But I'm just kind of generalizing here. Again, like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But if we're talking about poor, like the ones that living in the streets and they don't have houses, um, then I guess that's a different story. But my issue is what the hell is the thing about choices, and how we understand about choices in life is something that is very important, because you can either pick between true and false, right? That's the mathematical module of life. But unless you can argue that there's actually more to life, that life feels incomplete, it's not just ones and zeros, it's actually something else. Something that can break this paradigm or conjecture or axioms or rules of life, where we can understand that it can be broken. It's not just ones and zeros, it's not just being true and false, it's not just being right and wrong, it's just there's just something else that we are missing. It's not being neutral, it's not being same, it's not being different, it's not being out of it, it's not being that. We're looking for something else, and this is where Gödel's incompleteness theory in mathematics comes in. It's an attempt to explain that no matter how many conjunctures or axioms that you have proven to be true or false, it can lead to you questioning whether that's actually right or wrong. Like, because we have a lot of things in mind and it's very incomplete, right? And the beauty of something being incomplete is actually something that's undecided. So that's a mind where we just don't know what the hell we're supposed to do. So and then you turn into nihilism and other ideologies to relate to this kind of feeling, the feeling of incompleteness, the feeling of your life isn't complete. I feel like my life isn't complete in such a way that I feel lacking in terms of knowledge, in terms of power, in terms of money. Obviously, everyone is like that. In terms of subscribers, obviously, I don't feel complete because my subscriber count is literally not that much, guys. Like I'm just struggling. In terms of views, in terms of writing a story, I haven't done that yet. In terms of finding a job, I haven't finding a job. I haven't found a job. In terms of finding a wife, I haven't found a wife. In terms of having children, I haven't had children. In terms of going to somewhere that I really, really, really want to go, I haven't done that. So my life feels incomplete right now. But even then, your life is always going to feel incomplete, no matter what. Like people will say their life is complete now, like I'm born out of it, I don't have hedonistic behaviors anymore. I felt like games don't make me laugh or not. You know, I just felt like all of the things in life just doesn't really do much for me. I just feel complete. Now I'm just waiting to be someone that's just known as a human that existed in this world. You know what I'm saying? This ideology is quite dangerous, but it's something to be thought about because, again, that's the beauty nature of incompleteness. We have to understand that our lives will always be incomplete. And we chose to be incomplete. We chose to be complete, and we chose to be incomplete. And right now, I chose to be incomplete because if I feel complete, then I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. If my life is complete, then it feels like I have done everything that I wanted. So I chose to be incomplete, not because I want to feel like, oh, my life, feels like everything has been done. It's more in the fact that I just feel safe if I declare myself as an incomplete person. It means that I have more things to look forward to, more experiences that I can dive into, and more things to explore. And that's the best thing about life. Life will basically give you wonders of the world that you will never actually expect it in life. You'll gain friends, you'll gain money, you'll gain a lot of the things that you don't expect. But mostly, is it the friends at the end of the day? I don't actually know that. It's kind of interesting actually, like the way that you see life and the way that the surroundings change around you. It's not just through your phone, it's not just through social media. I feel like social media nowadays is quite fake because you're just on your phone. You don't actually see what's going on outside. And I do actually believe that your life will feel more incomplete if you actually just be on your phone and not touch grass. And right now, I do struggle with that. Like, I do struggle with the idea of going outside because, in Malaysia, especially, there isn't really much stuff here. And in the place I'm living at, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do outside because there's no way that I'm going outside. Like there's cars, man. Like what the hell am I supposed to do going outside? Like there's the potential of being ran over by a car. I have no idea. Like I want to go outside and actually experience how it feels like to look at the sun. Actually, I don't look at the sun. I look at the clouds and gain vitamin C from and not D. I mean D by the sun. So yeah, at the end of the day, you have to pick whether you want to or need to. But these choices inevitably will affect our lives in so many ways that can bring you goodness, evilness, badness, and so many more. experiences that you can't fathom. And I believe that no matter what, the choices that we make are important if we don't take them into account.